Thanks everyone. Welcome back from morning tea, and thank you again for coming along to our community forum today. It's great to have almost a full house here in Brisbane, and also hello to everybody that is joining us via webinar, and thank you also for joining in today. Just as a aside, Rose asked during the poll about where everybody in the webinar was from in terms of parts of Queensland and outside of Queensland. I just thought I'll report back those results just for our interest. So of the people attending via webinar, we've got 47% have joined in from southeast Queensland, 42% from regional, rural and remote areas, and interestingly 11% from outside of Queensland as well. So just a little report back there for who's joined us from right across Queensland and beyond. So my name's Linda Richards. Catherine introduced me before. I'm the CLE coordinator here at Legal Aid, and I job share that role with Catherine Gorter. And you've probably met Catherine Bowden, who's also part of our CLE team, and she's coordinating our webinar today. So I just wanted to take the opportunity to give you all a bit of an update about our community legal education program at Legal Aid, and mainly to mention a few of our resources that might be useful for you in your work. As Catherine has said, and also Sue, it's really important that we work closely with you as community workers in the community sector. You're the people that are coming in contact with our clients or people that might need our help. So some of the ways that we like to connect with the sector is through providing information about referral pathways, so that when you've got a client that needs legal help, which program at Legal Aid could respond, what are our services in terms of information and advice, our representation services, letting you know about the types of areas of law that we practice in, and if we don't practice in those areas of law, who else does? So it's a lot of that general information about legal aid services, as well as the referral pathways, and then resources around legal information that we produce. So we've got a CLE strategy, and that guides a lot of our activity, our CLE work activity. One of the big activities is our webinar program for community workers, and I think many of you may have linked into that before. Some of the sessions have been around child protection, family law, debt. Paul Holmes, who's just joined us from our Consumer Protection Unit, has done a few of those webinars. And the idea of that program is really connecting out to community workers and, of course, right across Queensland as much as possible, because it's very hard to be everywhere in Queensland, as we know, very geographically spread out state. Community forums like today is another way that we connect, or we like to try to connect with community workers. And as Catherine said, what number is this, Catherine? Our forum? Seventh, yeah. So, and just thinking back also, Sue, who was presenting on the legal health check, we had a forum on that topic over a year ago as well. So it's interesting to see how projects and resources have developed over time, and also the evaluation feedback that's coming back is very interesting. Community events. Catherine often attends festivals and community expos and events where we have a legal aid stall. So if you've got an event coming up that you'd like us to participate in, we're happy to consider that. And generally we just have to check that we've got lawyers available or staff, and we'll be able to attend. And we also we've updated our website very recently, and we've introduced a community workers and carers page. So that's a page that is particularly useful, hopefully, for you all in your work. This is where we list the webinar upcoming events and our webinar calendar. It's also where we just give a little bit of information about our legal education program, our strategy that we have can be viewed there. A little bit of information
about... We produce free publications and resources on common legal issues
And that's one of the features. I wasn't planning to talk about it then, but one of the new features of the website is our listen and translate browse aloud option. So that's just here. So basically, that's great for people who might be hearing or speech impaired, but also people from with the English as their second language. So basically, I click on that. The little globe there gives the option for all the different languages. And the top section of language groups can be is interpreted verbally, and then the bottom section, it's all the legal information can be translated in a written form. So we might try and just demonstrate that just quickly. I'll try. So once you select the language, that translates it in the written form, and then if you press play, it should come up in the spoken.
It takes a little bit of time to load sometimes.
Yeah. But that's a feature that we're trying to promote, obviously, very broadly, and particularly with multicultural sector agencies. What do you think, Catherine?
Yeah, it'll probably switch on when we start.
Okay. Yeah, there's lots of options there. But feel free to have a play with that and to let your staff. There we go. So in English, but you get the idea. Okay, so some of the resources I wanted to mention, we've got a number of publications and legal information resources that some of you may give out to your clients already or order online. So this one's our cyberbullying, sexting and Facebook publication. So part of our work is working with legal aid lawyers to update and develop resources like that. So if there's particular issues, legal needs that are coming up, we're always looking at the best way to respond, whether that's an information session, a written resource, a video resource. So really happy to hear that feedback about what works for your clients. As I said, we can come out and do a legal information session. We've got our little calendar there of upcoming events, which this one is listing today's event. And we do have a CLE bulletin, which is like a little snapshot of all our resources and latest activities and broader legal aid news as well. So I'd encourage you all to subscribe to that CLE bulletin. So that's where to do it. And there's also the authority to talk to legal aid on behalf of the client form. So that form can assist with when you're advocating for a client and working with our lawyers. It gives consent for that communication to happen between worker and lawyer and client. So that's that page. I'll just go back.
Just click on the icons. It'll take you.
The other thing I wanted to mention was our YouTube channel. So just down here, we've got watch videos about the law and a number of the resources that we develop in the CLE space, including the films and videos from events like today. We upload onto our YouTube channel, so they can all be found here. And there's also other resources that we've worked on with other commissions that are here as well. So What's the Law is a interesting one, small or short videos for people from culturally diverse backgrounds, for people, new arrivals that can be used in the TAFE English language learning setting and on a range of common legal issues for people. But they can be used also for people with low literacy or just for yourself too, to gain some understanding about the law. Okay. And I guess the other thing to show you is just where to order publications from. So this Find Legal Information is probably a tab that you would use a lot in your work. So that's where we've got our key themes here: relationships and children, criminal justice, cars and driving, personal rights and safety, work and money, neighbourhood and property, and they're all the sort of the other legal issues and problems that occur under those themes. So to order, fact sheets and guides. They're all listed down the bottom here. And you can see, as you scroll down there, there's the option to order online or download the print version. So that's it's worth having a look through there and just seeing what resources might be useful for your agency. Okay, I'll just go back to my PowerPoint. Okay, so we've talked about those initiatives there. So does anyone have any questions for us around CLE activities or how to access legal aid? I'd encourage you all to jump on the website and have a good look around. It really is a great improvement and much more user-friendly, we hope, for everybody. So.